Try to force me to take in my deadbeat brother? Enjoy wasting your 3-day weekend. My older brother Ted 42M has been living with my parents for the last 6 years or so. Refuses to get a full-time job. Refuses to help around the house. Drunk half the time. Known to sell a little weed and Xanax out of his bedroom window. Super disrespectful to my mom and blames her for everything. He has at least 2 kids by 2 different women he hasn't seen in years. Last year I bought my first house and since day one my parents and brother have been harassing me to let him move in with me. They say I have so much space and that they've already done enough for Ted and it was my turn now. Basically a constant nagging since 2023. This weekend I finally got sick of it and decided to send a message. I got a call last Tuesday with my parents demanding once again that I take in my brother and that my dad had a 3-day weekend coming up so he had time to help him move. I said okay, fine, I'll do it and gave them a list on conditions that Dad would have to follow to live here. Of course they promised he'd do everything I said bullshit and we scheduled it for Friday. So Friday comes and they show up with 2 cars full of stuff but guess what? I wasn't home. I take their call while I'm having a beer a few blocks away. I tell them I got cold feet. Oh my, I'm so sorry. But I changed my mind and decided I couldn't go through with it. They huff and puff, but after a couple of hours of ignored calls they go home. I call them Saturday to apologize for being such a coward and after dwelling on it, I've decided they were right and I will let him move in. And as a token of my remorse, I even bought a mattress and a nice, heavy bed frame as a moving-in gift. I just took a picture of a random expensive mattress and bed frame at the local furniture store. My parents were instantly smitten with the photos. Oh, you guys like cherry wood? And I suggested that maybe Ted didn't deserve such a nice gift and it'd be better if Dad took their older, worn-out bed frame and mattress and I send them home with the new stuff. Of course they took that offer. So on Sunday they show up again with not only all Ted's stuff but also a large wooden bed frame with built-in drawers and a high backboard. And guess what? When they show up, I'm not home again. I ignore their calls for a good hour and finally tell them that I decided to change my mind again and hang up. They went ballistic but ultimately left again. We talked yesterday morning and I told my dad that I was sorry and I was wrong and he can move in. My dad freaked out and told me how in the hell he can ever believe that lie again and I basically told him he can't so they should stop bringing it up.